There's a lot of misinformation about the budget resolution. You've heard some of this being cleaned up this morning. I won't repeat it all. We promised to deliver President Trump's full agenda, not just a part of it. We do not have time to waste. The American people are expecting us to deliver on this, and we will. We're working right now to get everybody on board. I think everybody wants to be on this train and not in front of it. A lot going on. I want to thank the leadership team for their extraordinary work and their patience. This has been going on for quite some time to prepare us for this day, this week, and the consequential actions that we'll be taking as a House Republican majority to move this ball forward. We'll talk about it a little bit. I want to thank also Representative Tim Moore, very talented member from North Carolina's 14th District, and if he sounds like he's done this before, he has. He was the Speaker of the House in North Carolina for 10 years, and he's an example of the high caliber of a freshman class, the new members, new House Republicans who have joined us, doing extraordinary work. And he took on the heavy load early on in the Budget Committee. It's not an easy assignment, but I thank him for that work, and all of our colleagues. Chairman Jody Arrington and all the Budget Committee members who've been working so hard. Before we get to that, let me just say, last week marked 1 month of the Trump administration. It's just been a month. It seems like much longer than that because so much has been accomplished. What a difference the last 30 days have made. America, once again, has a real leader in the White House, and you see the effects. He's taking action to make America safer, stronger, and more efficient. And we are delivering on our campaign promises. It was not just the promises of President Trump, it was the promises of House Republicans. And just as we promised, I was on the campaign trail all last year, as you know, went all around the country, and I told them these things would happen. Just as we promised, by using his executive authority and instructing federal agencies to follow the law, illegal border crossings are now down dramatically. And you've heard some of the numbers. Illegal alien encounters are down 87%. Known gotaways are down 93%. This is what real leadership looks like. And deportations of violent illegal aliens are well underway, as you know. In other areas, just as we promised, on the world stage, America is showing strength again. We maintain peace through strength. That's a core principle of our party. President Trump understands that. He more than understands it, he acts upon it. Before he even took office, he secured a ceasefire agreement and a return of hostages in Gaza. Colombia quickly reversed. They reversed their course, and they vowed to accept citizens who were in America illegally from that country. Canada and Mexico quickly agreed to bolster their border security. Canada now has a border czar, and they're going to help us make sure that fentanyl doesn't flow over that border. Just as we promised, President Trump is making transformational change to the bloated federal bureaucracy. Every single person understands the government is too big, it does too many things, and it does almost nothing very well. We've got to fix that, and we will. The DOJ auditors are doing work that Congress has not been able to do because we could not crack the code. We could not get inside these agencies to get the very important information that we have long needed. But they have found tens of billions in waste, fraud, and abuse, and it's only been a month. That process continues. Just last week, DOJ uncovered a $2 billion grant to a Stacey Abrams-affiliated group that only had $100 in their bank account, a cheap website, and zero experience in managing energy projects. That was the subject of that grant. Just one glaring example of the enormous misuse of taxpayer dollars, and we're finding that. Every day we're learning more and more about what has been hidden from Congress for so long, and this is going to change the way the federal government works and operates. It is truly transformational. Just as we promised, as President Trump works to clean up the mess President Biden has made, congressional Republicans are taking action to do the same. Last week, Leader Scalise released a list of Biden administration rules that House Republicans will roll back through the Congressional Review Act legislation. This week, you're going to see that. You heard a little bit about it. We'll focus on the EPA rule. This EPA rule imposes a significant fee on methane emissions from oil and gas, natural gas facilities. And what the effect of that is that it raises prices and it reduces energy production, domestic energy production. It makes no sense. We'll also roll back a Department of Energy rule which effectively bans certain natural gas water heaters from the market. Democrats, rather bizarrely, chose home appliances as their target of their Green New Deal agenda. And House Republicans will stand up for consumer choice and common sense and overturn this rule. Not only are we taking action to roll back Biden's agenda, we're also working to codify President Trump's agenda. We can't allow a future administration to unwind all of these important reforms. So we're planning to take up our budget resolution as early as today, which is a major step, as you know, to unlock the process in delivering President Trump's America First legislative agenda. We're very close right now. And as you just heard the Leader Scalise, explain, there's always more work to do right up to the end for a big vote like this, and this is a big one. We're very, very close, and we're excited about the progress, and I'm very positive, and I'm absolutely convinced we're going to get this done. There's a lot of misinformation about the budget resolution. You've heard some of this being cleaned up this morning. I won't repeat it all. But this resolution itself contains no policies. It is a framework only, and it's the product of months and months of work completed with the input of over 95% of the individual members of the Republican conference. We held dozens of listening sessions. We met with nearly every member of the conference multiple times, and truly this has been a bottom-up approach to the process. So we're proud of the final product, the work product, and again, it's sort of the kickoff in what will be a four-quarter game, and that very important, very consequential game begins as soon as we get this thing passed. This has been necessary because we promised to deliver President Trump's full agenda, not just a part of it. We're not just going to do a little bit now and return later for the rest. We have to do it now. And that one big, beautiful bill will include securing the border, restoring America's energy dominance, dismantling the deep state, growing our economy, and ensuring we don't have the largest tax increase in U.S. history, as was just recounted here, and a return to peace through strength. We do not have time to waste. The American people are expecting us to deliver on this, and we will. And House Republicans need to unite so we can keep this process moving forward, and I think they all understand that. We're working right now to get everybody on board. I think everybody wants to be on this train and not in front of it. And so we're going to answer the remaining questions and get everybody on board, and we're going to deliver on that mandate that we told the American people that we would do.